Hi, I'm Cathy Ward and I'm a mindfulness teacher and a massage therapist, and this is the second session of a series of meditations. So, how much of our movement do many of us take for granted? You know, we walk along chatting to our friends, totally engrossed in the conversation, but we barely notice how magnificently our bodies carry us along. We type away on that piece of work or that email, but not noticing how our hands and our fingers are working so hard. We drop something and we bend down to pick it up. Without a thought, we go to the toilet. We make ourselves a drink. We just move through life. For some of us, I would go as far as to say our bodies are just a slave to our minds. I hear about people talking about looking after their bodies, but this generally comes down to diet and exercise. Sometimes people will include sleep and rest, but what about looking after our body in the way that we carry life's pressures? The way we carry our emotions and the way we process our thoughts. You know, I'm a mindfulness teacher, but I am also a massage therapist. And as a massage therapist, I've worked day in and day out with people who don't notice their bodies, who don't notice what their bodies are telling them. And some of them come to me for a temporary fix, but within days or sometimes even hours, their bodies are back where they were. I wonder if you can look back on your life and remember a time when your body was telling you something and you ignored it. You know, maybe it was telling you you're pushing at life too hard, or you need to find a way to release the pressure on your life. Maybe your body was saying to you, just give me space to breathe. Or should you be doing that? Should I be doing that? You're not well enough today. And then one for the older generations. You're not 16 now, you know. Doesn't your body tell you when you're thirsty, when you're tired, when you've sat down for too long, when you've eaten too much, or when you're hungry? How much more is your body telling you? You close your eyes right now, just close your eyes and take a few deep, slow breaths and notice. Notice that breath going in and out of the body. Notice it in your nose and in your throat, the rise and fall of your chest. And notice that breath right down in your belly. And as you're doing that, what else do you notice? Maybe you can notice some tension. Maybe you're aware of a bit of discomfort from bad posture, an ache in your back. Did your lungs stretch and expand in a way that you're not really used to? Have you ever noticed before the cold air going into your body and the warmer air coming out? Or was it something else you noticed? Do you know, there isn't a right or a wrong with this. But what did you notice about you? You know, open your eyes again and come back to me for a moment. You know, as a massage therapist, I run training because massage therapists damage the hands with trying to go really deep and do deep pressured massages, which people seem to want these days. And their need of that is actually very much to do with what I'm talking to you about today. But I trained, instead of using the pressure of my hands and damaging my hands, I learnt to use my body weight. And instead of pushing with pressure, I tip my weight in and I lift my weight out. And I teach people how to do this. But when I teach them to notice every millimetre of movement in their body, because every millimetre of movement changes the speed, changes the depth, changes the pressure, changes the flow of the massage. And I teach them to notice themselves as they move. I have to say, this is a magnificent way to work in a day and a great way to earn a living. Not just good for me, it's not just good for me, it's good for my clients too. We in this meditation are going to spend some time noticing every millimetre of movement. So there's the natural flow and movement of this living, breathing body that you live in. How much of that movement of the living, breathing body do you notice? There's the breath, the heartbeat, the flow of blood going around your body, the expanding of your lungs, and then the letting go. And then there's the body as we move, and it doesn't have to take a lot of movement and big movements. If you have a disability and struggle to move, small movements, actually sometimes small movements are what we need. This body we have isn't just a shell that we live in, it's a part of us. In the body scan, we talked about exploring our body while it was still. But in this meditation, I invite you to explore the body as you move. People talk about looking after the body as exercise, but I invite you to explore looking after the body as massaging the body with gentle movement, stretching and deep breathing. Don't push your body to do anything. Just move or don't move. Adapt what I'm saying to what's right to you. But do it in a way that's right for you, only moving within the boundaries of what is comfortable and medically right for you. Don't go anywhere near that stretch that pushes you or hurts in this session. And I'm not saying that that's wrong at the right time, but I'm inviting you to explore the balance of that, treating your body with gentleness and kindness. This isn't about stretching the body with no pain and no gain. This is about learning to be gentle and kind to ourselves, noticing that small movement. Noticing that small movement when the body sighs and says, "Oh, that was so nice. Just do it again." And when it does that, stay with it and stay in that moment. And just spend a moment doing what your body has asked you. It's not about pushing the boundaries, it's about working where your body feels safe and where your body feels comfortable. Your attitude, whether it's good or bad, your emotions, the pressure you carry or don't carry, the way you've been brought up to push at life or not push at life, happiness and sadness. This all affects your posture, your breathing, your blood pressure, your muscles, the way you walk, the lightness or the heaviness in which you walk. So as you move, notice what your body is telling you. Feel it. Let it be as it is, with gentleness and kindness. When a thought pops into your mind, maybe pause for a moment and notice that thought. Notice any emotions that go with that thought and where you feel that emotion in your body. And then let it go. Don't get caught up in the run of it. Don't let that thought run riot. Just notice it. Notice an emotion that goes with it. Where do you feel that in the body? And let it go. And carry on being kind to yourself, moving and breathing with gentleness and kindness. If we're going to live from the whole of who we are and carry life with strength from the whole of who we are, we need to begin to notice the way our life affects the whole of us, how the way we think and our thought processes affect our bodies, taking the busyness and maybe the pain and anxiety out of our heads and carrying life from the whole of who we are. How much time do you spend being gentle and kind to your own body, noticing you as a whole person? Noticing you as a whole person as you move through your day. Join me in the meditation below, or if you're on YouTube, go to one of the websites listed below for the full course, including meditations. I hope to see you on the next session, but take care of yourself.